In this video, we're going to show you the basics of getting started with Inspector Toolbelt. This video is not meant to cover every aspect of our app and every function, but it'll give you a great basis to get things going. Likely when you open the app, the first thing you want to do is try out the report writing software. You can do this by clicking New Inspection. You'll notice there's no information such as pricing and things like that because that all needs to get added. But if you'd like to just skip those steps and create an inspection order to test the software out, you're more than welcome to do so here. Now that client information has been added, you can either save it as a draft or approve it. For the purposes of this video, we're going to approve the inspection. Once you've done that, you can click the Inspect Now button. When you click the Inspect Now button, you'll notice that it asks for the inspection name, so you can name it anything you'd like. You're going to choose a template, and since this is a new inspection and a new client, we're going to just choose something from the marketplace. We have many different templates to choose from. So we're going to do the pool template for this particular client. It's also going to ask you to choose a rating system, which we'll show you in a moment. Once you've done that, you click Create, and now you have an inspection template to work with. Going back to the main screen, you'll notice now that you have a view of your inspection orders. As many inspection orders as you have in the list here is what will show up. You can also click Options, and you can organize them by new ones, drafts, read, approved, and complete. You can also do a calendar view and see your inspections on the calendar. It'll give you basic information, and then you can just view the inspection by clicking that button. That will get you to your inspection order, and that will get you an inspection template to work with. But if you want to set up your account completely, the first thing that you would want to do is set up a widget. Click Widgets, follow the little bouncing hand and click New. And in this case, we're going to create a residential widget. This is where you add all your pricing and timing and things like that. This is the lead time. This is the amount of time that you want for the online scheduler if you choose to use that. And you may want at least 48 hours lead time before you schedule an inspection, so you might not want next day or same day inspections. This is to hide the pricing when you have the widget on your website. If you're not using that, it doesn't matter. But for our purposes, we're going to leave that turned off because we want to show the pricing. Then we're going to select our property types. We're going to choose single family and multifamily. A single family may take us 2 hours, and a multifamily may take us 3 hours, 180 minutes. Our standard fee may be $500 for a single family and $700 for a multifamily. You can add as many of these as you'd like by clicking the Add button. You can add any type of inspection, you can add any type of house, and you can adjust the pricing as we go. These are just base prices that we're setting up at the moment. Then you can choose your pricing method. So you can do price per square foot or pricing tiers. So these prices you can use as, you can set at 0 if you're going to do pricing tiers that are going to be in addition to that, or you're going to be doing price per square foot, or you can have a lower or higher base fee. But for our purposes, we're going to do pricing tiers. So if it's under 1,000 square foot or any of these, pretty much, we're going to leave the time at 0. It's not going to add any additional time on for us. But now if it's 3,000 to 4,000 square foot, I'm going to say that it's going to take us an extra 60 minutes. And it might also cost another $175. And you can do these in any amount of increments that you'd like. Then you can add some of your additional services here, for instance, radon testing. It's not going to add much time to set up a radon test, and our fee is going to be $250 for a radon test. Then you can ask additional questions of your clients when they're scheduling online, or if you have a scheduler in the office doing this. So you can add any different variables that you'd like here, things that'll either add or subtract time to the inspection. Click Done, and now you have a widget. So now you can click this eye icon. So now they click on, they want a residential inspection, radon test, and so on. If you want to add this to your website, this information here is what your website developer will need. It's called an iframe. You can either highlight and copy that, or you can click the copy button here. After you've done that, you're going to want to look at your templates. Here we have a number of templates that you can download, and you can adjust them in any way you'd like. We use the pool inspection template, but we can start off with another template such as the Internashi template. Click download, click the rating system that you want to use, click done, and now that will be downloaded into your account. After you've done that, you can click edit, and we'll encourage you to look at the KB article on how to edit your template. You can have all sorts of things in your template, such as different comments, canned comments we call them, or you can have as many different attributes as you'd like, such as what the door is made out of, or what the roofing material is, and things like that. You also have many different settings to choose from. So if you click settings, for this particular template, you can have text that goes in front of your summary. You can change the template name, so you can call this Ian's template, and many different settings that you can have here. Deficiency count buttons, pictures in summary or not, location of where the summary is, and so on. The next thing that you'll want to do is make sure that your contacts are set up properly. Every time you add a client or an agent to any inspection, it automatically creates a contact for them. Your comments is where all of your global comments are kept. So this is where you're going to manage a lot of your comments. So each template can have comments in it and also the global comments. So for instance, a comment like GFCI was not functional at time of inspection is something that might be used across many different templates and many different ways. So that one you'd want to keep in your global comments so that you can use it across many different templates. Your rating system is what you choose to rate things as. So for instance, if we clone this particular rating system, you can edit this any way you'd like. So for instance, default rating will mark everything as functional in your report except what you change. We find that this speeds up an inspection, but if you'd like to not have that, just unclick that button and it will no longer appear that way. So you can have as many different ratings as you like, categorized into 4 colors: green, yellow, red, and blue. Green is typically things that are going to be okay, acceptable, functional, however you'd like to manage that. Yellow are things that are maintenance items, marginal, monitor, things like that. And the red is obviously going to be severe items, defects, and hazards. And the blue is informational items. So there might not be anything wrong, but we might want to let them know something. But again, you can categorize these in any way that you'd like and add as many different ratings as you'd like. Agreements. You'll notice that your account comes with a standard Internashi agreement just to get you started. So we encourage you to look at how to set up your agreements and how to use conditions so that, let's say you have a home inspection and a radon test for one client and a home inspection without a radon test but a wood destroying insect inspection for a different client. You want the right agreements to be merged together for each client, and that's all done within here. There are no documents to send them. The app generates a document from this text that you add for it. So for instance, I might want to add new content, and this one's going to be for radon testing. Once you click done, it's added to the agreement system. We're not going to show you how to use the rest of the system at the moment, but it's very intuitive. It's set up once and then off you go. Notifications are how your clients are going to be contacted. So you notice up here, we do have text message notifications, but the only way to use those is to be on the Pro tier. Otherwise, we'll show you how to use it with just the email system. So we have some samples in here and you can add new ones. But if you just click edit on one of these, you'll see where you can change it to a text message, SMS. And this is going to be the agreement signature request. It's enabled. You can disable these at any time if you'd like. Maybe you have a seasonal offer and you have a notification that goes out just 3 months out of the year, and you want to disable it for the rest of the year. Here's where you can set up when and how it goes out. So for instance, what the trigger is going to be. After it's approved, we want it 1 hour afterwards, or maybe 1 hour after the appointment's over. You notice when you click immediate, this disappears because obviously it's immediately at the appointment. You can choose who each particular notification goes to: client, buyer's agent, listing agent. And then you have all of your text here that goes into the notification. Merge tags are what you see here. So for instance, if you want to send them an agreement in that particular link, you're going to click the merge tag and choose which merge tags you want to go out. A merge tag will auto-populate the information for that particular client. Like this will give them the exact link to their agreement for this particular client. This one will show them the date and time. This will show the exact inspection address, and so on and so forth. Time slots allows you to set up, obviously, time slots. You can set up as many of these as you'd like, but for the purpose of this demonstration, we've set up 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. So you can edit these at any time, delete them, add new ones, and this will give you your time slots that clients can choose from if you choose to use the online scheduler portion. When scheduling an inspection through the app, if you have an office person, they can choose from the available time slots that are standard, or they can override them by selecting a custom time. Then the last thing we'll show you is settings. This is where you set up most of the settings in your account. For instance, you'll set up your company profile. Here you add your company name, your logo, invoice data, and things like that. You'll also, if you have a team, this is where you will go to manage your team. You can set custom referral sources, and this is used for company stats. Company stats will show you who referred you, how much, and things like that. So you can set custom referral sources, and that is obviously a pro feature. Custom user labels just allows you to change the settings for comment standards, which is another feature that we'd ask you to look up in Knowledge Base. It's a great feature that'll help you expedite your report writing. And location tags, another feature that's used within the inspection app to quickly identify where an item is in your report, and you can customize those as well. We encourage you to leave the new web report experience turned on. That's our current web experience, and all the great features that people love about Inspector Toolbelt, a lot of them are only available on the new web report experience, and it's on by default. Repair list, client agreements, client invoices, make sure these are turned on so that they go out to your clients. An AI assistant is something that you'll want to turn on, because now you have AI built into the inspection report, so that way it will help you to write your comments, shorten, lengthen the comments, fix grammar, and things like that. This is also where you turn on Square payments, international buyback, some of our integrations, and import from certain other providers. One other place where you can find some settings is by clicking on your email up in the upper left-hand corner. Once you do, you'll find other things that you can add, such as your phone number and your license number, which will appear on certain documents, and also your signature. If you choose to have your signature on your agreements as well, or in certain parts of your report, as is required by some states, you can add your signature here by uploading it. We encourage you to use a PNG with a transparent background, which is a type of image file. It just looks a little better for a digital signature. But that's how you can quickly and easily get started with Inspector Toolbelt. At any time, feel free to schedule a screen share, chat with our support people online, or give us an email, and we'll be happy to help.